Jack, which one do you think's ours?
That one.
Whoa! How sick is that?
What is even that?
That's a winch. Fair, and one of my final reminders that we are in the remaining hours of the Riptide giveaway. This entire thing goes away this Sunday. Why would you wait any longer? If that could become yours with just one entry, click that link below.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. See official rules for details.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. We are having a double jack dude day today. It is currently Friday. We're playing hooky. What's that face, bro? We're playing hooky from school because we're so excited. We're going to pick up our Diamond C that was custom ordered at Fayette Trailers in Central Pennsylvania. We have placed this order about 2 months ago, and we got the very exciting news. Was it 3 months ago or 2 months ago?
3 months.
3 months? All right, we'll go with 3 months. We'll say 2 months, whatever. It's irregardless because we got the call this week that it finally arrived. I just got some gorgeous photos from the salesman I've been working with by the name of Sherwood, and it's gotten me so excited. So I decided to celebrate this occasion. We'd pull this wild, soon-to-be 5-year-old out of school today, play a little bit of hooky, and go take delivery together. Dude days are the best. Yeah, rockstar dude days. Woo! So listen up, dudes. We're gonna skip all the mumbo jumbo, all the fluff, and we are going to jump right over this hour and 15-minute drive to show you guys the big reveal. Let's get it. Jack, which one do you think's ours?
That one.
Well, you know what's cool about white? What does it match?
The truck.
All right, let's see. Wow, that's pretty sweet. A step right under the side light right there.
Yeah.
Makes it easier other than trying to step all the way up like that. Whoa! How sick is that?
What is even that?
That's a winch, dude. That can pull a lot of weight. It's really strong. And it pops up. Should we do that again? Here, let's see if we can push it down. All right, go ahead, do it again. That is too sick. Got you, come here. Roll. Hey, what does that do? Can you pull on it? Whoa! Look at all that room in there, dude.
What?
Pretty much anything. How about like tools, straps, tie downs, chalks?
Or toys.
How many toys?
300.
Do you think your excavator would fit in there, and your skid loader, and your dump truck, and your articulating dump truck?
600 toys.
1, 2, 5, 7, 600. I definitely think that's possible. Wow, what do we got in there?
It's a charger.
Yep, that's like your charger. That's your battery, so that holds your charge. Yep.
Hey, should I open that thing again?
If you want to, go ahead.
I know we can open these both at a time.
They're like-
I know we can open 2 things at a time.
Yeah, wow, man, amazing. You want to open that one too? All right, here, hold my hand. Hold my hand, ready? Roll. Sick, right, dude? Oh, wow. Did you notice that this one doesn't have a crank? Look at this. These are hydraulics. Are you kidding me? Pretty nifty. Well, what about this big compartment right here?
Dude, what is this thing?
Let's check it out. That one's gonna be a little heavier when you open it, but you got it. You got it. Nice. Way to be gentle letting it down and not slamming it. Go ahead. Just keep it going. Hold that pressure. You are doing a fantastic job demonstrating the capabilities of this trailer, Jack. I'll tell you what. I am very impressed, man. It's going so high up there, man. Wow. Check that out. Keep going. Look, it's almost on the ground. Good job. All right, good. It looks like a huge jump. Would you jump your quad off this thing? Just like... Boom! Look at how high up here we are.
I don't know if I I can do a jump on here. I would be pretty scared.
Yeah, that would be pretty crazy. All right, you want to try putting it down?
We go over.
Yep, go ahead, put it down. Look, the spare tires up under there. That's really super cool. It looks like we've got some nice tires on this thing too. Right from the factory, what are we looking at here? A set of R527 14-ply tires right from the factory, dude. That's what I'm talking about, man. One of my biggest pet peeves is when trailers come with 10-ply tires, but they're rated for more GVWR. This thing right here, guys, we've got a dry weight of 14,900 pounds, baby. Beautiful. IN, where's IN? Right there. All right, so that spells in. What? It's remote controlled, are you kidding me? All right, what's that spell? Up. Whoa! You're doing it without even touching it? That's crazy, dude. Oh, you're a multitasking, and we have dual function capability, my man. All right, let's give it a break. Let's give it a break. I'm glad you're putting it to the test. So does it pass the test? Should we go in and pay for it? All right, let's do it. Come on, man. Hey, thanks. Appreciate it big time. That's awesome. Thanks for thinking of him. I think that one's mine. That means
we're matching.
We can match.
We can like quads with
We're the Jacks and the hats.
We can put the hats on the helmets.
Oh, really? On the quads? He like ramps it down. He's like, I'm gonna launch my quad off this. I'm like, all right. Yeah, we'll see, dude. My man's got good taste with the Diamond C's. All right, so while we were out here, just wanted to show you guys around a little bit of some of the other Diamond C inventory that they've got out here. These trailers have come such a long way. These guys are absolutely killing it in the game. This is actually one of their fleet necks. So obviously engineered I-beam, right? That goes throughout the entire trailer. And the cool thing is like semi-trailers that you see with a bow in the middle, these actually have a bow in the middle too. So that way as you load them up, they can actually flex down versus flex and start to bow in a negative concave. This trailer actually just recently got delivered. And as you guys can see, they have a slew of these things out here in gunmetal. And then there's actually this destroyer gray color, absolutely sick. Love this. This one is sold, as you can see. And it's wild compared to when I bought my gooseneck some time ago. These trailers have come such a long way. So just like my trailer, this has the hydraulic jacks on it. Obviously, all of the storage capabilities up here with hydraulic wiring. Everything is just so nicely wired in. Keys, this is your spare tire. You've got all of your slots right here for your binders, which is fantastic. In my old gooseneck, I just kind of had to, unfortunately, throw everything in. Another really cool feature is these LED lights that are actually on swivels. So you can just adjust these things however you need. Pop this sucker open, and you have a fully encased winch, just like that on my trailer, so that way this thing's not exposed to the elements. Now this one, as they were saying, is the most popular. This is actually the hydraulic dovetail. So this entire platform bends down, super sick, because these things can actually lift a ton of weight and act as a trailering surface too. So it's not like you have to just bring all your cargo up there. Plus it makes loading, unloading super easy. Obviously max ramps as well. What I like that these guys do is they actually have a tension system on their max ramps, so these things don't bounce up and down. See how that's locked in there? That's a really nice little feature that gives you the ability to prevent this when they're driving. That is like the worst thing ever. Plus, these ones actually have an assist with springs, so that way it makes lifting them up just a little bit easier, fighting gravity, of course. And then you just kind of lock this sucker in right here, boom, and then fasten it in with your cotter pin, and you're ready to rock and roll. So guys, that simple. All right, this is Sherwood. He's the guy that helped me order this insane trailer, which we're gonna get home and then I'm gonna go into all the details on, but I'm gonna pass it back to him. If you guys have any questions at all, give him a shout. I'll leave his information down in the description below. I had him film that process because this trailer's got a wireless remote where I'm able to literally back up to the trailer, obviously using the camera on the Ultimate, and then I just hit in on the jack, and then it just drops down. And the cool thing about this coupler, I'm a little dated, guys. Okay, I got some gray hairs now. This thing just locks itself automatically in Sherwood. No pin required.
No pin required.
That blows my mind, dude. Like, are you sure?
Yes.
Everything's good.
No pin required.
I'm not gonna lose it like driving down the road.
Nope, secure, safe.
That's too cool. We're locked, we're loaded, we're in business. Sherwood, thank you tremendously, man. I appreciate it so much. It's great doing business with Fanny Trailers again, guys. Just a little look around. They have a ton of inventory. Everything's updated on the site, so you can take a look around, and if you don't see anything that you need, you can give him a call and he can get it ordered up for you. All right, quick little remote light check here. We got unlock, looks like we got brake lights. It's not gonna lock because the truck is running, but it looks like everything is working accordingly. We've got our side LED lights, red, right, return, right? We are back home, my friends, and now we can talk about all these 6 specs that I took some time to actually study up upon, because there are so many options on this trailer prior to making this video, because I really wanted you to see all of the incredible things that this thing actually has to offer. Now, I had been shopping trailers for a while. Just to give you some context, I've owned a few. The first one, the most notorious one, if you will, is the Big Tex gooseneck that I actually just had up here not all that long ago. I kind of thought the gooseneck was like the cool thing to do. Now, the problem that I ran into with that trailer was basically impossible to use in my area of Pennsylvania. It towed beautifully on the highway straight. I mean, that thing was so unbelievably stable, but it sucked for general navigation. So sold that, ended up getting into an older, like road clipper style Diamond C trailer. Then I ended up picking up Sam's Diamond C from like 2006. It was a fantastic trailer in every single way, shape, and form. It's by no means what this thing offers as far as packages and features and kind of thought process, but it was an incredible trailer to say the least. I fell in love with it. And then I decided to sell it. And that was just an absolutely horrible idea because I have so many trailering needs constantly. I don't actually know what I was thinking. I was kind of thinking I would get into a trailer shortly thereafter. I didn't think it would go this long, but it did go this long, and I'm glad it did because I was able to do a substantial amount of research in deciding that I truly wanted to pursue this trailer right here. Now, it's got a ton of options on it. For those of you that are over interested in technicalities, I'm actually just gonna read off some of the info to you. Diamond C 24-foot DET 207 engineered beam deck over trailer. Frame size is 24 by 102. 2 7K axles, electric drum brakes, suspension, 6-leaf slipper roller springs, single 20,000 pound hydraulic jack in the front, which you guys saw is remote actuated. Super cool. It's got the Demco Easy Latch coupler, which is the one that you just drop on real quick without having to put any pin through. It's obviously a tilt deck over, and the color paint is called Arctic White. All right, so those are just kind of a few of the technical features. The overall GVWR of the trailer is 14,900 pounds. So the big question is a CDL required for this trailer? No, but in combination with this truck that has a GVWR of 11,250, we are over the CDL limit by 149 pounds because totaling in, this thing is 26,150 gross combination weight rating. Luckily, I have my CDL, and yes, this setup does require a CDL, but do you know what doesn't require a CDL? DDG 45, baby, and that's where I'd like to thank today's video sponsor, as per usual, Enthusiast Apparel, for building the sickest setup that can create experiences that are priceless with those that mean the most to you. So if you guys want to get entered for DDG 45, aka Riptide, which is a 2024 High Country DURTYMAX dually that's slate blue with a matching slate blue Keystone 415 Raptor and $30,000 in cash, click that link below, grab yourself anything on the site, and you'll get automatically entered for a chance to win. Now, I decided to kind of go all out with the trailer build because I'd had many trailers and I've realized the inconveniences of trailering, and I figured that with the additional investment, there could really be improved overall use case with the trailer. Most importantly was how easy this thing was to attach to the truck. I mean, you guys saw that I did nothing to the trailer, backed up, dropped it down with the remote, and I was in business. It'll be the first time obviously detaching it, so we've got our clevis hooks here, and then all you need to do to disconnect this unit, pop this up. I've got my wheel chocks in just because we don't want Jack's little play area to roll away. Grab the remote, so you can see the entire exterior of the shock mechanism actually moves down, and this thing can handle 20,000 pounds. So even if we have this thing loaded up over and exceeding its maximum GVWR, we are set up and in business. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are disconnected just that simply. Tell you what, one of the beauties of a deck over, rather than that of like your typical utility trailer, is you have 100% of your deck space where you don't have to under account for where your wheel well arches would be. Now, fortunately, Diamond C, they offer some really awesome trailers where they actually have studded reinforced fenders that you can drive over. But in my experience, I really like the deck over personally. That's why I ended up going with it. And in this specific instance, cranking something with a load, it's doable by hand, but man, it gets absolutely exhausting. And there are also just scenarios where you kind of just have to move the trailer, right? So you back up to it, then you have to get up to it, you see everything's lined up, then you have to crank it down, you have to latch it just to move it from, let's just say, this point in the driveway to inevitably where I'm gonna end up parking this thing. Now I can just use the remote, back up to it, move it, and I'm off into the races. I think it's just one of those things that you absolutely cannot fare or reason with going without. All right, so that being said, Diamond C, obviously they've done like huge rebranding, and I love what they've done. So prominent and so proud to own this specific trailer. Very excited about it, to say the least. That being said, now that she's disconnected, we can kind of talk about the trailer in and of itself. I personally prefer bumper pull trailers over that of goosenecks for my need, because the trailer essentially tracks where the truck goes, give or take. You know, it's not 100% one-to-one track width, but it's very, very similar compared to that of a gooseneck. You're going to get a forward-based swivel point, and you have to account for taking wide turns and things along those lines. I don't really ever like having to say, well, I gotta go drop my load off and then go live my life and do other things. Like if I gotta stop at the grocery store, if I gotta stop and handle an errand, if I gotta do something, because I'm doing many things often, I don't really want the trailer to be an inconvenience to those things, because then it's inconvenient to have the inconvenience of the trailer. Does that make sense? That is where we're gonna wrap up the video. Thank you guys for watching. As per usual, grab your entries for DDG 45 if you haven't already, because that sucker's actually gonna be coming to a close here. Love y'all, and I'll see you in the next upload.